I'm over here breaking my heart, feeling like I'm breaking up with the Navy. And once I told her, she was like, okay. And then she asked me why. And then I told her why. And she was like, okay. Like, if you're a recruiter, aren't you supposed to try and convince me not to leave? Aren't you supposed to try and convince me not to change branches? Like, hey, no, don't do that. Like, we're way better. Like, don't you want to see the world? And stuff like that. Like, nothing. I received nothing from this recruiter. What is up, guys? I am back with another video and another huge update. If you guys have watched my video before, you know that I went to go talk to some other recruiters, and with that, something big happened. So put on your seatbelts because this is a story that I did not expect would happen. So with that being said, I went to go talk to the other recruiters. The Army, the guy that I met up with was super cool, super nice. Obviously offered me all these opportunities with the Army and how they have so many jobs and all this stuff. And he was really, really, really nice. This man had probably been in, oh man, I don't remember, more than 20 years in the military. And he went from Army to Air Force to Army again. So he kind of had an experience with lateral moves and stuff like that. And he was super cool. And from there, I went to the Marine Corps, and I spent 4 hours in that office, which was insane. I went from talking to my recruiter to the head of the office, and then he ended up calling an officer recruiter for me, and I talked on the phone with him for a while, basically telling me or giving me the option to kind of see that I could go officer if I wanted to, if I finished college, which is something that I do not want to do right now. But that was one thing. And then after finishing that phone call with him, I was once again talking with the head of the office, and I basically spent about another hour in there kind of getting to know me, asking me questions, and really seeing if this is what I wanted to do. So when I ended up leaving the office, I sat in my car probably for about 20 minutes contemplating everything that just happened to me. It is good to see your options. It's good to see your options because there is way more out there than, what we originally know. But you also have to go in knowing that these people are salesmen. But there was one branch that really kind of and you guys know the Marine Corps kind of broke through some sort of ice that I had and made me kind of question everything. So I was kind of going through this mental battle for about 2 days, basically making sure what I wanted to do was the right thing, and that if I really wanted to do the Navy or if I really wanted to do the Marine Corps, and basically just talking to family and friends and looking at the pros and cons of each branch. And I kind of came to realization that I'm not 18 anymore. I have things to leave behind. I have relationships that have gotten deeper and connections that have gotten closer, and my dog, there's a lot of stuff to leave behind. If I was 18 straight out of high school, I'd be like, bye. I'm not really tied down to anything, but yeah, I went through a struggle. I definitely did. It was turmoil. Literally, my brain was I'm not even gonna lie, I cried a bit because, since you guys know, the Navy has been my dream since I was 12 years old, but I really, really had to look at this like a business transaction. What would benefit me more if I wanted to do the Navy first and then maybe the Marine Corps afterwards? But then I had to think, okay, well, if I do that, I won't be able to keep my rank and I have to go to boot camp again and start all over again. Or do I do the Marine Corps first and, keep my rank, then go to the Navy, and I don't have to repeat that, and I already have experience under my belt, and all this different kinds of things, deployments and jobs, and the way officers and enlisted are treated, and just everything, just kind of making this huge deep dive into what would benefit me more. And that happened. So while I was going through this, I got a missed call from my Navy recruiter. I didn't answer. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was like super busy. So she ended up texting me about a day later, basically telling me, hey, we had a meeting on Wednesday, you missed it. Just texting you to reschedule, and if not, let me know if you don't want to continue with the Navy, just so I don't have to keep doing this. And I was like, I missed one call and one text from you for you to be throwing, hey, I don't want to do the Navy anymore, quit. You know? That really, really bothered me. It bothered me so much, and I don't know why. But while I was with the Marine Corps recruiter, I was explaining to him the situation that I had going on with the Navy, and something came up, which was, there is no reason for the Navy or my recruiter to give me security clearance if my waiver had not already gotten approved. So he was speculating that maybe my waiver had already gotten approved and they just hadn't told me. Which, if that is the case, I am beyond angry, because there is no reason for them to be playing around with my time and my feelings. So that, like, knowing that and that kind of floating in the back of my mind, I ended up calling my Navy recruiter probably like 3 days later, you know, just kind of like marinating in my thoughts still and trying to make sure I was making the right decision. And I called her, and it sounded like she wasn't even in the office. She was probably at home. I heard her like opening drawers and like closing doors while I was talking to her. And so that was another thing for me. I was like, okay, I'm over here breaking my heart about to tell you something, and you are not giving me the attention that you should be giving me. Like, I understand you have your own life and stuff like that, but if you're talking to a potential recruit, someone who you're supposed to bring this in, you know, you're supposed to have a level of professionalism, and I did not receive that. So I'm over here breaking my heart, feeling like I'm breaking up with the Navy. And once I told her, she was like, okay. And then she asked me why, and then I told her why, and she was like, okay. Like, if you're a recruiter, aren't you supposed to try and convince me not to leave? Aren't you supposed to try and convince me not to change branches? Like, hey, no, don't do that. Like, we're way better. Like, don't you want to see the world? And stuff like that. Like, nothing. I received nothing from this recruiter. And I ended up recording the phone call, so I'm going to try and see if I can put it in, but the video is kind of lagging and a bit messed up, so we'll see. But that kind of was the cherry on the top for me. That was kind of it. Like, I was like, all right, I see that I'm not appreciated here, that my time and my effort is not being treated the way it should be. So I ended up deciding to move all my paperwork over to the Marine Corps. So that is something I was not expecting at all. I had no idea that I was going to do this when I first started, you know, since I started talking to a recruiter about, 4 years ago, kind of like the start. I never thought I would go Marine Corps. You know, there's always those people that know since like 8th grade. I've never been that person. So this is a huge challenge for me. I have a lot of work to do. We all know Marine Boot Camp is probably the hardest one. I am completely out of shape, and by out of shape, I mean I can't do a single pull-up, and my sit-ups are garbage, and don't even mention, you know, push-ups. So I have to work on all of that. Somebody once told me, you know, I never cannonball into anything. I kind of just dip my toes. And that really hit me really, really hard. It wasn't talking about what we're talking about right now, but I decided to jump headfirst into this. I am pumped. I am ready. My recruiter straight up told me, he said, I will be here until 2 o'clock in the morning for you, putting in your paperwork, if you give me 100%. If you give me 100%, I will give you back 100%, but I need to be seeing results when you come in. And I was like, okay, heck yeah, like, you want to work with me? I will work with you too. Like, it's just this kind of thing. You will know. And if you've had issues with like recruiters, if you're pushing and they don't respond, I think it might be time for you to find a new recruiter, because there are those who want you in. There are those who will push for you. And I think I have found that recruiter. Completely different branch. I was totally not expecting it. Not in a million years. I'm excited. I am excited, but it's a bittersweet because, you know, the Navy had been my dream since the beginning. But I can always do my 4 years and then move to the Navy, and I get to keep my rank and all that stuff. So we shall see how this goes. There will be so many new updates coming up because this is literally part of the journey. There is still no news on the waiver. My recruiter told me that he will see what was put in for paperwork with the Navy, if anything at all, and we'll see if the last, because I think it's going to be 3 months, if for the past 3 months I've been waiting on nothing, or if they actually did put a waiver in. So I will let you guys know how that goes. I'm ready but not ready to take on this journey. I'm excited, but I'm a bit more hopeful now, but I need to kind of remind myself that, you know, the waiver is still pending if there is a waiver, and that can always turn everything around like 180. So I will keep you guys updated. There's so many new changes coming my way, and I hope you guys are buckled in because it's going to be a wild ride. We'll see what happens, because it can go from, hey guys, I got permanently disqualified, to what, 6 months from now, a year from now, being, hey guys, I'm a Marine. Like, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy how the world works and how small things are, like perspective. It's insane. Anyway, I will let you guys go. I know this video is kind of long. I'm going to try to see if I can input some of the phone calls. If not, you're going to just have to take my word for it. But I will catch you guys later, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you have any questions, I just made an Instagram. It's the same username as my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to message me, go over there and feel free. I will answer any questions. I'm currently just posting like quotes and little workouts I do because I don't know what else to put. But make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hop on over to the Instagram and shoot me a DM, and we can chat, or questions or anything, just let me know. But I am here for you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support so far. I really do appreciate it. So I will catch you guys on the flip side, and we'll see what happens next. Bye. Oh man, how do I say this? I feel like I'm and I don't I've made a really big decision, and I think you kind of hit it on the head, the nail head, when you texted me. I don't think I'm gonna continue with the Navy anymore.
Okay.